They were Rome's greatest rival, a city of unmatched naval power and economic strength. This is the story of Carthage, a civilization that shaped the ancient world and forever etched its legacy into history. When we think of ancient Rome, we often envision vast empires, legendary victories, and monumental architecture that still inspires the modern world. But Rome's dominance wasn't achieved without significant challenges along the way. One of its greatest rivals, the city-state of Carthage, an advanced civilization located in North Africa, famed for its cutting-edge maritime technology, bustling economy, and a powerful navy that ruled the Mediterranean. Carthage was home to fearless warriors and brilliant generals, most famously Hannibal, who led his army, including war elephants, across the Alps in an audacious campaign to strike at Rome itself. Over the course of 3 grueling conflicts, known as the Punic Wars, Carthage pushed Rome to its limits, shaping the course of history in a battle for supremacy over the ancient world. An animation showing the Phoenician trade routes across the Mediterranean. The city of Carthage lights up as the narrator speaks. Carthage was born of the Phoenicians, a seafaring people from the eastern Mediterranean, in the region of modern-day Lebanon. Renowned for their maritime skills and far-reaching trade networks, the Phoenicians spread their influence across the Mediterranean. According to legend, Queen Dido, a figure of great courage and wisdom, founded the city around 814 BCE after fleeing her homeland of Tyre. She is said to have negotiated cleverly with local tribes to acquire the land where Carthage would rise. The city soon became a thriving trading hub, its strategic location and advanced harbor design drawing goods and merchants from across the ancient world. From precious metals and textiles to exotic spices and glassware, Carthage's markets were a testament to its growing power and influence in the Mediterranean. By the 6th century BCE, Carthage had firmly established itself as an economic powerhouse in the ancient world. Its strategic location on the North African coast not only provided access to fertile lands and abundant natural resources, but also allowed the city to dominate trade across the Mediterranean. Carthage became a central hub, connecting Africa, Europe, and the Middle East in a vast network of commerce. Merchants from far and wide brought goods like precious metals, textiles, spices, and exotic animals, fostering an economy that fueled the city's rapid growth and cultural influence. Rome's expansion into the Mediterranean brought it into direct conflict with Carthage, a powerful city-state with its own ambitions for dominance in the region. This rivalry sparked a series of epic clashes known as the Punic Wars, a defining chapter in ancient history that would shape the future of both civilizations and the balance of power in the Mediterranean. The First Punic War began in 264 BC over the control of Sicily, a highly strategic and resource-rich region. Lasting nearly 25 years, it was primarily a battle for naval supremacy between Rome and Carthage. At the start, Carthage held the advantage with its superior naval tradition, but Rome quickly adapted, developing new ship designs and strategies like the corvus, boarding device. This innovation turned naval battles into infantry combat, where Rome excelled. The war ended in 241 BCE with Rome emerging victorious, forcing Carthage to cede Sicily and pay a hefty indemnity, a defeat that would sow the seeds for future conflicts. The Second Punic War, fought from 218 to 201 BC, gave us one of history's greatest military commanders, Hannibal Barca. Known for his tactical brilliance, Hannibal launched a daring campaign against Rome by crossing the Alps with an army that included war elephants, defying expectations and shocking the ancient world. He won crushing victories at battles like Trebia, Lake Trasimene, and Cannae, bringing Rome to its knees and threatening its very existence. However, Rome's resilience, coupled with strategic leadership under Scipio Africanus, turned the tide. In 202 BC, Scipio defeated Hannibal at the decisive Battle of Zama, ending the war and leaving Carthage weakened but still standing. The Third Punic War, from 149 to 146 BC, was the final chapter in the bitter struggle between Rome and Carthage. Despite its diminished power, Carthage managed a desperate and courageous resistance against Roman forces. The siege of Carthage lasted nearly 3 years, marked by fierce street-to-street fighting and immense suffering on both sides. Ultimately, in 146 BC, Roman forces breached the city walls, completely destroying Carthage. The city was burned to the ground, its population either killed or sold into slavery. Rome's victory marked the end of Carthage as a political power and solidified Rome's dominance in the Mediterranean world. But Carthage wasn't defined solely by war. Its culture and achievements rivaled those of its contemporaries, showcasing a civilization of remarkable depth and sophistication. Carthaginian art and literature, though much of it was tragically lost after the city's destruction, spoke of a society rich in creativity and intellectual pursuits. Its architecture was equally impressive, featuring massive double harbors that served as hubs of trade and naval power, as well as imposing fortifications that demonstrated advanced engineering techniques. These structures not only reflected their technical prowess, but also their ability to adapt and thrive in a competitive ancient world. Carthage was also a pioneer in agriculture, known for its innovative methods and techniques that contributed significantly to the prosperity of its society. The Carthaginian writer Mago, often referred to as the father of agriculture, was renowned for his extensive agricultural treatises covering topics such as crop cultivation, livestock care, and efficient farming practices. These works were so influential that they were later translated and preserved by the Romans, serving as a cornerstone for agricultural development in the ancient world. Additionally, Carthage's advancements in maritime technology, including their durable and highly efficient trireme designs, solidified their supremacy at sea and enabled them to dominate trade routes across the Mediterranean, further cementing their legacy as a powerful and resourceful civilization. The destruction of Carthage was one of the most total and devastating in ancient history. After years of conflict during the Punic Wars, the Romans made it their mission to completely annihilate the city. They tore down its walls, set its buildings ablaze, and slaughtered or enslaved its population. Salt was said to have been spread over its fields to ensure the land remained barren, a symbolic and deliberate act of ruin meant to erase Carthage from existence. The once thriving city was reduced to rubble, leaving scars on the region's landscape and memory for centuries to come. But though Carthage fell, it left behind a legacy of resilience and ingenuity, a testament to what the city once was. Its influence can still be seen in the remnants of its advanced engineering, maritime prowess, and cultural achievements that shaped the ancient Mediterranean world. Despite its ultimate fate, Carthage left an indelible mark on history that continues to resonate through time. Roman culture absorbed many Carthaginian practices, including advanced shipbuilding techniques, innovative agricultural methods, and even elements of their religious and trade systems. Carthage wasn't just a rival to Rome, it was a cultural and economic bridge, facilitating the exchange of ideas, goods, and traditions among the diverse peoples of the Mediterranean. Its strategic location made it a hub of commerce and innovation, influencing neighboring civilizations in profound ways. Today, its legacy can still be felt in the modern city of Tunis, just a stone's throw from where ancient Carthage once stood, reminding us of enduring impact of this once mighty civilization. Carthage was more than just Rome's rival. It was a beacon of innovation, resilience, and ambition in the ancient world. Known for its advanced maritime technology, thriving trade networks, and rich culture, Carthage stood as a powerful symbol of ingenuity and determination. Its story is a reminder that even in the face of destruction, greatness leaves a legacy that echoes through history, inspiring generations to come. The secret to Carthage's power lay in its unparalleled mastery of the seas. With a fleet that was second to none, Carthaginian sailors commanded vast trade networks that stretched from the Pillars of Hercules in the west to the shores of the Levant in the east. They transported goods such as precious metals, textiles, and exotic spices, fostering cultural and economic exchanges across the Mediterranean. Their ability to not only build but maintain a sophisticated naval force, equipped with state-of-the-art warships and manned by highly skilled crews, ensured their dominance for centuries. This maritime prowess was the backbone of Carthage's wealth and influence, securing its place as one of the ancient world's most formidable powers. Carthage's famed double harbor was an engineering marvel, a testament to the ingenuity of ancient architects. This impressive structure featured two connected harbors, one for commercial use and another, highly fortified, exclusively designed for the Navy. The naval harbor included circular docks capable of housing hundreds of ships, complete with repair facilities and secure storage for supplies. This sophisticated infrastructure was not only vital for defending Carthage's extensive trade routes, but also for projecting their dominance and influence across the Mediterranean, making the city a maritime powerhouse of its time. Carthage's prosperity didn't arise by chance. Its wealth was built on a foundation of strategic trade and skilled craftsmanship. From the lucrative trade in Tyrian purple dye, a highly sought-after luxury made from sea snails, to metals like silver and iron from Iberia and abundant grains from the fertile lands of North Africa, Carthage became synonymous with wealth and commerce. Drawing from their Phoenician roots, Carthaginian merchants mastered the art of trade, navigating vast sea routes with advanced shipbuilding techniques and establishing extensive trade networks. Exotic goods like spices, ivory, and precious stones were brought in from as far away as India and sub-Saharan Africa, turning Carthage into a vibrant melting pot of cultures, goods, and ideas. This bustling economic hub not only dominated trade in the Mediterranean, but also influenced cultural and technological exchanges that left a lasting legacy. And yet, it wasn't just trade that generated wealth. Carthage also imposed heavy tributes on its colonies and client states, demanding payments in the form of gold, resources, and agricultural produce. This ensured a constant flow of riches into the city, funding its powerful navy, monumental architecture, and lavish lifestyle of the elite. These tributes not only fortified Carthage's position in the ancient world, but also cemented its dominance over a vast network of territories. Carthage's military might was as innovative and remarkable as its thriving economy. Renowned for their strategic use of mercenaries drawn from a wide array of cultures, Carthaginian armies reflected the city's vast and far-reaching influence. They employed fierce Numidian cavalry, known for their unmatched speed and agility, disciplined Iberian infantry skilled in close combat, and even Balearic slingers whose deadly accuracy was feared on the battlefield. This diverse blend of forces, combined with Carthage's advanced naval power and tactical ingenuity, created a versatile and formidable military machine that left a lasting mark on ancient history. Perhaps their most famous contribution to ancient warfare was the use of war elephants. These massive, towering creatures were more than just weapons. They were symbols of Carthage's ingenuity and strategic brilliance. Large, imposing, and devastating in battle, war, elephants struck fear into the hearts of enemies, trampling formations and breaking through defenses with sheer force. Their presence on the battlefield showcased Carthage's resourcefulness, demonstrating their ability to harness the natural world to gain a tactical edge and dominate their foes. Carthage was not simply an isolated power. It forged alliances and vassal relationships with cities and kingdoms across the Mediterranean, from the Balearic Islands to Sardinia, and even parts of North Africa and Sicily. These alliances played a crucial role in its rise as a dominant force, providing additional strength in times of conflict through military support and strategic positioning. Beyond military advantages, these partnerships also established vast trade networks, allowing Carthage to control the exchange of goods like precious metals, textiles, and exotic commodities. This enriched the entire Carthaginian Empire and solidified its reputation as a hub of wealth and influence in the ancient world. The Numidian kingdoms of North Africa played a particularly vital role, often acting as highly skilled cavalry detachments in Carthage's armies during their campaigns. Their remarkable horsemanship and speed on the battlefield made them an invaluable asset in both offensive maneuvers and tactical retreats. However, as history shows, the balance of these alliances was fragile. The Numidian kings, driven by their own ambitions and shifting political landscapes, could easily pivot from loyal allies to fierce rivals under changing circumstances, reshaping the tides of power in the region. Religion played an essential role in the daily life of Carthaginians, deeply influencing their culture, politics, and traditions. They worshipped an array of deities, many inherited from their Phoenician roots and adapted to their new environment. Chief among them was Baal-Hamon, the god of fertility, prosperity, and agricultural abundance, often depicted with ram's horns as a symbol of strength and vitality. Tanit, his consort, was revered as a goddess of motherhood, protection, and life itself, frequently associated with lunar symbols and depicted with outstretched arms. Together, these two figures formed the cornerstone of Carthaginian spiritual life, with elaborate rituals, offerings, and festivals held in their honor to secure divine favor and ensure the well-being of the community. Carthaginian religious practices have been a subject of heated debate among historians for centuries. Ancient accounts, particularly those from Roman sources, describe solemn rituals that allegedly included sacrifices, possibly even of children, to appease their gods. However, many modern historians argue that these accounts may have been exaggerated or fabricated as part of Roman propaganda, designed to demonize their greatest rival and justify their conquest. Archaeological evidence remains inconclusive, leaving this aspect of Carthaginian culture shrouded in mystery and ongoing controversy. But what about the daily lives of ordinary Carthaginians? Archaeological finds reveal a society that enjoyed a rich and diverse culture filled with food, music, and art. Meals often included bread, olives, and an array of seafood, showcasing their connection to the Mediterranean. Homes were often elaborate, adorned with intricate mosaics, detailed carvings, and colorful frescoes that reflected their artistic sensibilities. Markets were vibrant hubs of activity, bustling with merchants selling goods like pottery, spices, and textiles, while the air was filled with the chatter of deals being made and the lively sounds of street performers entertaining the crowds. The people of Carthage displayed their wealth and culture through beautiful garments made from fine fabrics, intricate jewelry adorned with precious stones and metals, and exceptional craftsmanship that showcased their artistry and skills. Their society was one of contrasts, embracing both the pleasures of leisure and the discipline of hard work, thriving as a hub of trade, innovation, and cultural exchange in the ancient world. Carthage wasn't just a receiver of influence, it was also a giver. Greek writers admired their advanced urban planning, including their innovative harbor designs and efficient city layouts, which became models for others. The Romans, too, borrowed heavily from Carthaginian agricultural techniques, such as crop rotation and irrigation methods, to improve their own farming practices. Even after its fall, Carthage's cultural and technological fingerprints remained deeply embedded in the Mediterranean world, shaping the traditions and advancements of future civilizations. For instance, Carthage's trade practices served as a model for other ancient cities, showcasing its ability to connect vast and diverse regions through a shared economic system. By establishing extensive trade networks that span the Mediterranean and beyond, Carthage facilitated the exchange of goods, culture, and ideas, leaving a lasting influence on the economic practices of its time. Carthaginian urban design was unlike any other in the ancient world, showcasing remarkable innovation and foresight. Streets were meticulously laid out in organized grids, resembling the structure of modern cities and allowing for efficient movement and planning. The double harbor, a true commercial and naval masterpiece, was a testament to the ingenuity of its architects, designed not only for trade but also for military purposes, with inner docks providing secure shelter for warships. This blend of strategic functionality and advanced planning set Carthage apart as a marvel of ancient city building. Key public buildings and grand temples adorned the city center, serving as both cultural and spiritual hubs. Many were surrounded by bustling markets teeming with merchants, artisans, and locals, creating a vibrant atmosphere of trade and activity. Nearby, administrative precincts managed the city's operations, ensuring order and governance. It was a city built for both efficiency and grandeur, showcasing its prosperity and the ingenuity of its people. Though Rome destroyed Carthage in the Punic Wars, it could never fully erase its memory or the legacy of a once great power. Generations of Roman historians, including Livy and Polybius, meticulously recorded Carthage's story, sometimes vilifying it as a ruthless rival, other times admiring its remarkable strength, naval dominance, and intellectual achievements. Even in defeat, Carthage's influence continued to echo through history, shaping the Roman Empire in unexpected ways. The Romans would later rebuild Carthage as a provincial capital, transforming it into a center of trade and administration within their empire. However, its spirit as an independent power, once a thriving rival to Rome, lingered in the historical imagination, symbolizing both resilience and the enduring legacy of its rich culture. Modern archaeology has unearthed much of what we know about Carthage today. Excavations have revealed not only the remains of homes and workshops, but also intricate networks of streets and marketplaces, painting a vivid picture of daily life in this ancient city. Decorated pottery, tools, and other artifacts provide valuable insights into the craftsmanship and cultural practices of a society that seemed lost to history for centuries. These discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of Carthage's significance in the ancient world. These discoveries bring us closer to understanding the true life and legacy of Carthage, beyond the legends crafted by its conquerors. Through careful excavation and analysis, we are uncovering the stories of its people, their culture, and the innovations that shaped their civilization, offering a richer, more authentic view of this ancient empire. An end screen with the text. Subscribe to our channel for more in-depth historical explorations and uncover the stories that shaped civilizations, alongside a detailed image of the Mediterranean map with key historical landmarks highlighted.